Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depends on which part of this globe you are. I'd like to ask you a very, very simple question. How's your life right now? And I ask because a lot of people seem to be in a situation where there's no time for anything except work, sleep, eat, repeat. Not enough peace, stress, worry, anxiety, bills non-stop, constant surprises, living day by day. Well, you're not alone. This is the reality for a ton of people, unfortunately. Some tend to be in denial or maybe not realize, but I'd like to share a story with you, a story of the frog. If you put a frog in boiling water, it jumps out. Happy guy. If you actually put the frog in lukewarm water and just heat up the water to boiling point, the frog just stays there. It's called the boiling frog syndrome. Why am I saying this? Because a lot of people don't seem to realize how bad things are getting really slowly. And if you think about shopping at your supermarket, grocery store, 5 years ago, what you were you able to purchase with say 100, 200 euro 5 years ago, and what can you buy today? Look at property prices. Look at the cost of living around all across the whole spectrum, kind of thing. The money you earn, no matter how good it is, doesn't seem to be enough. It doesn't match the rising costs of living, costs of property, rental, prices keep skyrocketing. And most people are living on a bubble, on credit. Think about if you have, for instance, a good wage, say a couple of €1,000 a month, which is, in our standards, by our standards, quite a decent wage. Half of it goes in rent or mortgage repayment. Then you've got subscriptions because we don't own anything anymore. So you've got your Spotify, your Netflix, your phone bill, your fuel costs, and you end up with a few hundreds in a month, chasing, and never seem to get ahead. This might be your case. It certainly was mine at some points in my life. It might not be your case, but I would stick around and have a listen to what we have to offer today because it's simply amazing. So, two things are really important for me: time and peace. Time to do the things that I want, spend time with my family, my kids, friends. If I want to travel, I'd like to travel. Complete financial independence and freedom, as opposed to having my lifestyle chasing the clock all the time or chasing the next repayment for this or repayment for that. Complete time freedom. Travel to where I want to go, not have any limits on my choices, because let's face it, most choices are determined by finances. I mean, yes, you can say I can choose to live on less. Well, my motto is not spend less, earn more. And this is exactly what we're about here today. I mean, it's nice to have free time, it's nice to have peace and inner peace and all that, but behind it, whichever way you look at it, it always comes down to finances, money. So we have this amazing business opportunity for you. And one of the most important things is you get to be your own boss. You decide absolutely everything. And if you think about it, stop for a second and think about what things you would have, do, or be if money wasn't really an issue. And if you keep those goals in mind, you'll realize how important being your own boss is. Because if you're not building on your own dreams, you're building somebody else's. It's that simple. We have an amazing potential to how much you can earn. There's no ceiling to how much you can earn. So if your goal is to maybe start on a side hustle, maybe make a few hundreds a month, that's fine. You can get to a few thousands a month. You can get to a few thousands a week if you want. There's no limit or ceiling to how much money you can earn. So you get to choose the people you work with. I love this one because at most workplaces, people actually don't like their job for starters, and like even less the people they work with. But guess what? You have to kind of lump it because that's what you get. Now, residual income. This is also fantastic. Think of royalties, like royalties on books or music or movies. Every time a song gets played, somebody gets a royalty. And that's what residual income is. Right now, you're trading time for money. Most probably, the majority of people trade time for money, which means you work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. On that note, I'd like to ask you a question. If you had to stop working today, how long would your money last? So a lot of people say, what money? So anyway, residual income, which means you work once, do the work once, and get paid for life. And we're going to see how this is possible as well. This is something I also love a lot. You get to empower others. You get to help people build themselves up. I'm sure if it's not your case, you know of people who are struggling financially, maybe have family, maybe lost their job, because of technology. AI is replacing a lot of jobs as well these days. Whatever the case may be, you get to offer this to others if you wish to, and you actually help them out. We have people we're helping out in various countries abroad. So I'd really like to emphasize this a lot. And I'd like to go on more about it, but I'm trying to keep this 15 minutes as promised at the beginning. So travel opportunities, there is no limit, geographical limit to where you can expand your business. Generally, some people think, especially with traditional business, my market is small, my niche is too small. Your niche is as big as the globe is, because your market is literally the whole world. So this is tremendously important. In any traditional business, anyone who knows what you're doing is going to be competing with you. Here's the other way around. You get full support. We're here to help. We've done this before. We call it your upline, your sponsorship line, call it what you will. We've built with tens of thousands of people in various places in Europe, Holland, the UK, Italy. So we've done Belgium, Brussels, Luxembourg, you name it. We've done this before. So you have full support. You don't have to invent anything. Imagine having a business where you have all these benefits and you actually get shown how to do it step by step, and you're guided and you're assisted and you're supported. So that's truly, truly amazing. Now, we have 3 ways of earning. The first way is day trading. Now, I know some people have heard bad opinions on trading, and that's true. It's actually proven that 90% of people who start trading actually lose money, but that's because they don't have what we have. We make it easy because we're not experts, but we do have experts showing us what to do. So we actually get signals, entry points, that's what EP stands for, stop losses, take profits, and we actually have all these signals coming to us and telling us what to do, which market to trade, and the profits are consistent and daily. Some markets operate Monday to Friday, so maybe there's no there's only or fewer markets to trade on weekends, but you actually have all this laid out for you. We have live sessions. Think of it as going back to school. Well, a school that works, not a school that is a 200-year-old broken model like I've come to. Think of it as a university, as an academy, but you have live sessions and training on Forex, on crypto, on social media, mindset, finance, fitness, stocks, you name it. So there's a lot and a lot and a lot to learn. Besides the live sessions, some people can be limited by time, but you actually get recordings as well. This is just another example of some signals that we receive. This is a Telegram channel, Inner Circle, and generally there's an average of 1,000 or close to 2,000, sometimes even 3,000 pips profit on one particular market. You're just seeing an example in real time of the last few weeks. Now that translates to sometimes even at minimum stakes that you trade, 500 euros in a week, and we'll get into those examples in a bit. So this is all made available to you. We have something that's truly amazing. Most companies do not have. Have a look at this. These are AI live scanners. So basically what you're seeing here is the scanner showing you what AI thinks the market is going to do. It's actually showing you entry points, exit points, invalidation, which is another word for stop loss. And it's showing, you can see those little diamonds or those little red drops up there. It's actually telling you if the market is going to go up or down. And the hit rate of these AI scanners, I mean, these are super high tech. So you don't have to do any guesswork. And all these tools are made available to you. Now, we also have a TikTok channel. I strongly suggest you make a note of this one, because over here you actually can see live results. We are in October. This is in October. At the time of this recording, it's October 25, and We have daily results being posted over there. You can see videos over there of accounts going 3x in 2 weeks. So whatever you deposit gets tripled. You can see videos of free rolling accounts. So I suggest you follow that as well. So that's here are a few results, by the way. Again, live results. We're talking about September, October. 800 euros in a day, 759, 620 in a day. Sometimes it's 100 euros in a day, which is fine. 500, I think this is weekly in this case. 60 euros in a day, 212. So the results are there. The results are real. If you have an opinion about trading, maybe I would suggest looking into having a different one, because this is what's happening in real time. So that's one way. We have 3 ways of earning. That's one way, and it's day trading. Now, you can also choose to have a second way and make money in another way, and this is by networking. So how many of you know people who are in maybe financial difficulty or would like to create a side income? Well, this is people like you and me, basically. So this is exactly what it's all about. You actually get shown a system where you can network, and the company supports that. So it will actually show you how it's done, and give you a commission whenever you introduce someone to the business. But it's not a one-time thing. Remember how we said we can empower others? Now you can actually get paid handsomely to do it as well. I'll ask you if you know anyone who needs to make some money. Well, I'm sure you do. So all the tools we mentioned are available to you for a one-time payment of 330. That's for your first month. That covers your first 30 days. Now, if you think about it, that's 10 euros a day. If you can't invest 10 euros a day in your financial future, I don't know what's wrong. Then it actually goes to 185 monthly. So that's only 6 euros a day. And this way, you have not only the tools, you actually start building your network. Every person you introduce, you get 50 euros. You introduce 2 on each side, you actually get a 150 euro bonus. 50 times 4, that's 200. So you actually got your money back. The money you invested, not only are you getting all the tools, the AI scanners, the Telegram channel, and what we mentioned, you're getting the tuition for free, and you got your money back. And once you introduce the business to 4 people, it's 4 pay no more. So you've achieved level 1. And this doesn't necessarily happen overnight or in a week. I got there my first month, but you can take it as fast or as low as you want. When you think about it, if you actually follow the trade signals correctly, you can earn your subscription back in your first 2 weeks trading, and then you're in profits. But the networking goes on even further. There's 3 ways of earning. We're on the second one. So once your team starts building, and this is level 2 now. There's not necessarily people you introduce, but people they actually introduce. Once you get 7 and 7, for instance, because it's a binary on each side, you start earning 700 a month. Now, what I'm showing you here is my network in my first month. I have 4 on my right and about 14, 15 on my left. Now, I did not find 20 people in my first month. I found 5 or 6. Where did all the others come from? It's actually spillover. So my upline can only put people in one of 2 places, left or right, and that creates a power leg. So you actually start seeing people in your team that not you introduce, not even the people you introduce. We're actually one whole team. That's the whole idea. Once you get to 7 and 7, we mentioned 700, but it goes on. There's ranking up. And put simply, Gold Executive gives you 1,000 a month. Platinum gives you 2,000 a month. Elite gives you more. Director is 10,000. Ruby Director is 15,000. Emerald Director is 25, and so on and so forth. I actually know a person, my upline, in my sponsorship line. He's in between 50,000 a month and 100,000 a month. He's playing in between there because of qualifications, and sometimes you have one leg that has more than the other and they need to be balanced out. But I've seen his I was going to say checks, his payments, and it's 10K a week. That's $10,000 a week, 12,000 plus a week. Can you imagine? So literally the income potential is huge right here. Now, we mentioned there are 3 ways of earning. So we talked about trading, we talked about networking, but there's an additional, call it bonus if you will. It's called IB, Introducing Brokers. What does this mean? The broker who is supporting your trades actually tells you, listen, you're introducing people to my brokerage, to my company, so I'm going to start giving you a percentage, an amount per lot traded on what you trade and also what the people you introduce trade. So that is not only leverage, but it is also residual. So you can have three massive ways of earning. Starts slow, like everything, but at least you're kind of guaranteed results, because if you put the effort and other people are making it, why can't you? Now, I'd like to kind of bring this to a close with bring your attention to something not many people maybe consider. Generally, when you're looking at investing in something, starting your own business, you think of the cost of joining. Now, here we looked at it and it's a few hundreds. And we also looked at how you can get your money back in a few weeks. And compare that to trying to open a traditional business and the thousands you would need to invest in stock, inventory, offices, or premises, or whatever, working capital, compared to this. All you need here is your phone and an internet connection. And yes, and a few hundreds. But I'd like you to consider the cost of not joining. What we started with, the reality that's going on today. Bills keep coming, cost of living keeps going up. Things aren't really getting any better. Inflation is there, too much month at the end of the money, I like saying. This causes stress. And over time, think of 5 years down the line, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. How are things going to improve? Do you want something different? Because if you do, you've got to do something different yourself. Einstein used to define insanity by describing it as doing the same thing and expecting different results. It doesn't really work, right? If you think about the story of Facebook, this guy who invited 4 friends to his dorm room back in the day to discuss his social network idea, and 4 of those friends, 2 people showed up, 2 did not. Have a wild guess now, a decade plus later, who the multi-millionaires are, the 2 people who showed up. So think about the cost of joining and the cost of not joining. It's a cost to you, not me. It's a cost to you. So your options are very simple. Number 1, you can say, listen, I want to start trading. This is actually a result of one of the members in our team today. This is what he made in a couple of hours this morning. That's 293 euro. You tell me which job pays you that for a couple of hours. So you can look into trading. Again, you don't really have to worry about what to do or how to do it. There's guidelines and tutorials, and we can show you every single step of the way. You might say, I'm curious about trading, I'd like to start, but I'm more interested in the networking part. Great, we can start training you on that as well. You can perhaps start on a demo account while you learn the ropes on trading. It's absolutely fine. Or you can actually do both, and generally it ends up being that way anyway. Some people start trading alone and then say, oh, this is going great, I want to share it with a few friends. Or start networking and say, well, we're getting great results on demo, let's go on to investing in real money as well. So this is all about the potential of the money that you can earn today. So I'd like to bring this to a bit of a close and think of, what do you deserve? Do you feel you deserve more abundance, more wealth, more of everything we just mentioned? Would you like to kind of perhaps get out of the rat race if you feel you're in one? Or if this video has made you aware that you are in one? Whatever the case may be, I look forward to seeing you soon. Click the link below or talk to the person who invited you here, and see you soon.
This video is in the girl one. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
The idea is try to cover it up. So I want to use it now.
Okay.
But I can see you
Can I see it as well? Hi, and welcome to Hi, good morning, bonjour, buongiorno, wherever you are. Must be somewhere, morning is somewhere.